Nicole Harper's phone lit up with a name she hadn't seen in years. Harold Chen, her late grandfather's attorney.
Harold? It's been, what, 3 years? Is everything okay?
Nicole, I am afraid it's not. The Series E savings bond your grandfather left you. It was redeemed 8 months ago.
Nicole's grip tightened on the phone. That bond was supposed to be her safety net.
That's impossible. I am standing in my house, very much alive. And I've never even been to the state you are talking about.
The redemption file includes a death certificate in your name, dated 9 months ago. The Treasury has you listed as deceased.
The air left Nicole's lungs. Someone had declared her dead to steal $48,000.
A death certificate with my name on it. How is that even possible? I need to see that file. I am coming to your office now.
Harold agreed grimly. The document that would unravel everything was waiting. Half an hour later, Nicole stood in Harold Chen's wood-paneled office. A leather folder opened between them.
I am so sorry you have to see this, Nicole.
The certificate bore Nicole Harper's name in cold print, a date 9 months earlier, and a notary seal from a town she knew all too well.
That town, her mother's town. Why would someone in this town have anything to do with a death certificate in my name?
I've asked myself the same question. The circumstances are deeply irregular.
Nicole pulled out her phone and took several photos, each click capturing a piece of the lie.
Someone local certified me dead. This isn't random.
What will you do now, Nicole?
She slipped the phone into her pocket, the images already burning. She wasn't going to let this rest until she knew who had buried her alive on paper. Back in her own kitchen, Nicole opened her laptop. The death certificate photos glowed on the screen. She typed "forging a death certificate, federal crime" into the search bar. The penalties made her freeze.
Mommy, why are you sad?
Just a tough day, sweetheart. Nothing you need to worry about.
Nicole opened the Treasury Bureau of the Fiscal Service's fraud reporting page. The form waited, blank and official.
This is really happening. I am reporting myself not dead, because someone decided I was.
She filled in the fields, her personal details, the bond serial number, the date of the phony death. She clicked submit, and the confirmation number appeared, a lifeline to the federal machinery that would now hunt the truth. Nearby, Emily held up a crayon drawing of a house with a big yellow sun. The innocence was a punch to the chest.
That future belongs to her. I will make certain of it.
2 days later, a Washington area code lit up Nicole's phone. It was Agent Marcus Davis from the Treasury Bureau of the Fiscal Service.
Ms. Harper, this is Agent Marcus Davis. We've opened an investigation on your fraud report. A death certificate forgery involving a savings bond is a federal matter. Can you confirm your whereabouts 8 months ago? Did you cash or authorize anyone to cash this bond?
I was here, working, raising my daughter. I never left the state, and I never touched that bond.
Forgery of a death certificate is a Class C felony, and when used against the U.S. Treasury, it's a federal crime. Someone could go to prison.
The words hung in the air. Nicole realized this was no bureaucratic inconvenience. It was a criminal case.
I have photos of the certificate, the notary seal, everything. I can send them right now.
Do that. This case is now active. We'll need your full cooperation.
In his office, Agent Davis opened a file and began the formal investigation.
A federal agent. A felony. Someone I know. This is going to unravel everything.
The following afternoon, Agent Davis called again. His tone had sharpened.
Miss Harper, the notary seal on that certificate is from Millbrook. That's where your mother, Patricia, lives, correct?
Yes, she's lived there my whole life.
Nicole heard the shift in his voice. This was no longer a routine fraud check.
I need to know, would Patricia Harper have had any reason to need a large sum of money? Any debts? Any struggling family members?
Nicole's hand tightened around the phone. Mark's struggling restaurant, his desperate calls for money. She swallowed the truth.
Protect Mark. Just protect Mark.
We're interviewing the notary. I need to know if there's family pressure we should know about.
My mother and I are estranged. I haven't seen her in years, but if she did this, I need to know.
Agent Davis wrote a single name on his pad, Patricia Harper. The investigation had found its focal point. 24 hours later, Agent Davis pulled into a cracked asphalt lot in Millbrook. A faded sign read Proctor Notary and Legal Services.
Miss Proctor, we have a death certificate with your stamp on it. Did you notarize this document?
I don't remember. I handle a lot of paperwork. It all blurs together.
Davis placed a color copy of the notarized certificate on her desk. The embossed seal matched her equipment exactly.
This seal is unique to your office, Miss Proctor. We traced the signature. Did Patricia Harper pay you to notarize this?
She paid me $400 cash. Said it was just some estate paperwork. I didn't know it was a death certificate. She told me not to ask questions. My business was failing. I needed that money.
Did you read the document before you stamped it?
I just stamped it. I am sorry. I didn't mean to hurt anyone.
The confession was recorded. Patricia Harper was now directly tied to the forgery. The investigation had its suspect. That evening, Nicole's phone rang. Agent Davis didn't waste words.
Miss Harper, the notary confessed. Patricia Harper paid her $400 to notarize the death certificate.
Nicole felt the floor drop away. The words didn't register at first.
She claimed it was just estate paperwork. But we have her signature on a death certificate with your name.
I need to tell you something. My brother Mark owns a barbecue restaurant. It's been failing for months. Check his restaurant finances. The $48,000 from the bond. I think it went straight there.
Your brother. You are saying the money may have funded his business.
Agent Davis flipped a page. The investigation had just added a second Harper.
I don't know if Mark knew, but his restaurant was weeks from closing. The money appeared at the same time. This is my life now, turning in my own family.
The bank subpoena landed on Nicole's kitchen counter 2 mornings later. The statement was damning. A single entry was highlighted in yellow. Series EE bond redemption, $48,000, followed by an immediate transfer to Harper's BBQ. Before Nicole could process the paper trail, her phone buzzed. Mark Harper's name flashed.
Nicole, what is going on? A federal agent showed up at the restaurant, asking about Mom and some bond.
The bond Granddad left me, Mark, $48,000. Mom cashed it using a fake death certificate in my name.
Wait, that can't be right. Mom told me she got a loan to save the business. She wouldn't.
A loan? She signed a paper saying I was dead, Mark. That money was supposed to be for Emily's future.
I didn't know. I swear. She just said the restaurant needed saving. I never asked where the money came from.
He's lying. He had to know. No one gets that much cash without questions.
Nicole pressed the red button. The connection died, leaving only the weight of what came next. Mark's shadow fell across the porch before Nicole could shut the door. His face was pale, unshaven.
I am not leaving until we talk, face to face.
There's nothing to talk about. The bank records don't lie.
She was trying to help me. The restaurant was drowning. You don't understand.
By killing me on paper. That's your defense?
It was wrong. But she's still our mother. You can't send her to prison.
She sent herself. I am just not lying to cover it up.
I knew the money wasn't a regular loan. I didn't ask questions because I didn't want to know.
Inside Harper's BBQ, the kitchen was dark. Chairs stacked. The business was already dead. It just didn't know it yet.
And now you do know. Leave, Mark, before I call the police.
Alone in her kitchen, Nicole spread the subpoenaed bank records across the table. Mark's restaurant account statements, crisp and condemning. The Harper's BBQ balance on the day before the bond hit, $217. The day after, $48,217. She scrolled through a recovered message thread. Patricia had written, "The bond will cover the restaurant." Mark replied, "Are you sure no one will find out?"
They planned it together. My own mother and brother conspired against me. Agent Davis. I found text messages. Mark knew all along. I am sending them now.
Good. That's enough for conspiracy charges. We'll proceed on both.
She ended the call and let her gaze settle on the fridge, a crayon drawing of Emily held by a heart-shaped magnet.
For Emily, I won't let these people define her future.
She forwarded the messages to Agent Davis, then closed the laptop with a sharp, final snap.
No more family. No more lies.
3 days after the text discovery, Agent Davis stood in Nicole's doorway, a leather folder tucked under his arm.
Miss Harper, I need you to look at something. It's the full evidence file.
He placed photographs, bank records, and the death certificate copy across her coffee table.
This is enough for indictment. But to secure it, we need you to testify. In person.
You are asking me to stand in front of a jury and say my mother committed a federal crime.
I know it's a lot, but without the victim's statement, the prosecution loses its center.
If I say no, I protect myself. If I say yes, I protect Emily. There's no choice. I'll do it. Send me the witness prep materials.
You understand this will be public. Your neighbors, colleagues, they'll read the case details.
Then they'll know exactly what kind of person Patricia Harper is. I am ready.
The call came 2 nights later. A blocked number, but Nicole knew before she answered.
Nicole, baby, it's Mom. Please don't hang up.
You have 60 seconds.
I made a terrible mistake. I am old, Nicole. I just wanted to help your brother. Please understand.
A mistake. You signed a paper saying I was dead. You paid a stranger not to read it. That's not a mistake. It's a crime.
I was desperate. The bank was about to take the restaurant. I never thought anyone would find out.
You used $48,000 of my legacy to prop up Mark's business, and you declared me dead to do it.
I'll pay it back. I'll do anything. Just drop the case, please. I am your mother.
You stopped being my mother the moment you cashed in on my death. Goodbye, Patricia.
The line went dead. Patricia stared at the silent handset, the weight of what she'd destroyed finally pressing down. The next evening, Mark stood on Nicole's porch again, an envelope clutched in his hand.
She wrote you a letter. Please, just read it. She's not sleeping. I never meant to hurt you, Nicole. I was scared for your brother. She's old and alone.
Emotional blackmail. She's still trying to control the story. Agent Davis, my mother sent a letter. She admits doing something wrong but never names the crime.
That's potentially consciousness of guilt. Send me a copy. It strengthens our case.
She forwarded the letter, each word another nail in the case. At Harper's BBQ, the news was spreading. A local report that morning, federal investigation scares off customers.
We're done. Even if Mom gets out, there's nothing left.
The noose kept tightening, and Nicole didn't loosen her grip. The following afternoon, Agent Davis arrived with a thick binder of witness prep materials.
We are going to run every potential cross-examination question. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
The defense will paint you as vengeful. Stay calm. Stick to facts. Don't let them bait you.
When I first saw when the attorney showed me the death certificate, I saw the notary seal from my mother's hometown.
Good. If you feel overwhelmed, look at the jury, not Patricia. Think of your daughter.
Emily's drawing. That's my anchor.
Davis placed a photograph of the empty courtroom in front of her. This is where you'll stand.
I won't let them twist the truth.
She recited the facts once more, voice steady. Outside that room, the indictment was already drafted. He took down the open sign himself, the glass door reflecting his hollow face and the empty street beyond. The cardboard square in his fingers felt heavier than it should. Harper's BBQ was finished for good.
She killed this place. My own sister.
That evening, Nicole's phone buzzed. Mark's name. She let it ring twice before answering.
I closed today. There's nothing left. Satisfied, Nicole.
You knew that money wasn't clean, Mark. This was your choice too.
You are dead to me, Nicole. Just like the paper said.
The line clicked dead. Nicole stood by the window as Mark's car pulled away, taillights bleeding red onto the street below.
Goodbye, Mark. You chose silence.
She turned away from the window. In the living room, Emily laughed over a puzzle. That was the only family left worth protecting now. Early morning, a pale sun barely over the rooftops. Nicole parked 2 blocks from her mother's house. 2 federal agents in dark suits walked the neat path. Agent Davis's face was set like stone.
Patricia Harper, you are under arrest for federal wire fraud and forgery. You have the right to remain silent.
No, this can't be happening. I said I'd pay it back.
Davis finished the Miranda warning while Patricia's composure crumbled into sobs. From her parked car, Nicole watched through the windshield. No tears, just a hollow pressure in her chest. Patricia, now in handcuffs, scanned the street as though searching for a witness to her humiliation. She never spotted the sedan 2 blocks away, or the daughter who saw everything.
Justice, not revenge. That's what this is.
She drove away as the squad car pulled off, the house shrinking in her rear view until it was nothing but another chapter closed. A week after the arrest, Nicole's phone lit up. Agent Davis. She sat at the kitchen table, laptop open, coffee cold.
Patricia Harper is pleading guilty. There won't be a trial.
No trial? She's actually admitting it?
Wire fraud and forgery. Both felonies. Sentencing in 30 days.
Nicole exhaled, the relief of not testifying warred with an unexpected emptiness.
Can I still be heard? I want the court to know what this cost.
You can submit a victim impact statement. The judge will read it before sentencing.
She opened a blank document and typed a single line. For $48,000, my mother declared me dead.
I don't need to explain the rest. The evidence already does.
She saved the file and closed the laptop. The statement was complete, stark as the crime itself. 30 days later, the same courtroom. Nicole sat rigid on the wooden bench, barely breathing. Patricia Harper shuffled in, orange prison jumpsuit swallowing her frame. She didn't look at the gallery. The judge's voice was flat. Wire fraud and forgery are serious federal offenses. Then, the sentence. 9 months in federal prison. Full restitution of the $48,000, plus $14,000 in investigation costs, totaling $62,000. Nicole felt the number hit her chest. Justice, measured in dollars and days. Patricia was handcuffed again. She turned as she was led away and found Nicole's face in the crowd. Her expression flickered. Regret, maybe, or blame, but no words, just a held stare that broke only when the bailiff pulled her forward. Nicole rose, walked out of the courtroom without a backward glance. The heavy doors thudded shut behind her like a period in the parking lot. She pulled an old photograph of Patricia from her wallet. She tore it in 2. She dropped the torn pieces, turned the ignition, and drove toward the only family that mattered now. A thick envelope from the U.S. Treasury arrived 10 weeks after sentencing. Inside, a check for $62,000. Nicole didn't cash it. She drove to the bond issuance office and requested a new Series EE bond in Emily Harper's name. The new bond certificate was crisp, with Emily Harper printed in black ink under payee.
Under relationship, I wrote mother. That word finally felt clean.
Back home, she logged into the 529 college savings plan and deposited the remaining $14,000. The screen flashed a confirmation. For the first time in a year, the money was where it belonged.
That's your future, Emily. Safe and solid.
She placed the new bond in a safe deposit box at the bank, alone with the promise it carried.
Untouchable, just like her.
That night, she hugged Emily tighter than usual. The stolen legacy had finally been reclaimed. Months passed. One Sunday afternoon, Nicole took the long way home through Millbrook. She hadn't been back since the arrest. Harper's barbecue sat dark, windows streaked with dust. The sign that once promised brisket was gone.
We used to laugh here. Now there's just silence.
A memory surfaced. Mark and her at 12. Peeling potatoes on the back steps, laughing at something stupid. Then the image dissolved into the present. She pressed the accelerator. No honk, no wave.
He made his choices. I can't carry them.
The highway opened ahead. Somewhere in Kansas, Patricia was 6 months into her sentence. Nicole didn't know the prison name. She had never looked it up. The afternoon sun was warm. She turned up the radio. She had Emily. She had the truth. That was enough. A single envelope sat in the mailbox. No bill, no advertisement, just Patricia's cursive across the front. The return address was a federal prison in Kansas. Nicole held it at arm's length, as if the paper could bite.
She actually wrote. After all of it, she still thinks words can undo what she did.
She stood beside the dormant fire pit, the envelope pinched between 2 fingers. The seal was unbroken. Inside, apologies, excuses, maybe accusations. She would never know unless she opened it.
If I read it, she gets the last word.
Her thumb traced the flap, then pulled away. The afternoon light was fading. Emily's laughter drifted from inside the house.
Not today.
She turned toward the house, the unopened letter pressed to her chest. The fire pit remained cold. The next evening, as the sun bled orange through the trees, Nicole walked back outside with the unopened letter. She knelt by the fire pit, struck a match, and held it to the dry kindling until flames caught. Without ceremony, she dropped the envelope into the fire. The paper flared, Patricia's handwriting twisting into ash in seconds. The envelope curled, blackened, and dissolved. Patricia's last plea reduced to smoke that drifted into the twilight. She stayed until nothing remained but fragile, glowing remnants that crumbled at the slightest breath of wind. Then Emily's voice, bright and oblivious, rang out from the open kitchen window, shattering the silence.
Mommy, I finished my picture. Come see. I even drew our dog and the new swing set.
That was the only voice she needed to hear.
She stood, brushed the ash from her hands, and walked back inside. On the sofa, Emily handed her a red crayon. Nicole took it, and the evening settled around them, warm and whole, asking nothing of yesterday.